And fortunately, I don't have to have the UI on to interact with stuff and get stuff from stuff. I will have to scan it to have it on to scan for stuff, though. And here we have things spawning in and tons of characters on screen. But again, there's little to no chugging involved. My computer runs this game fine. It doesn't run the UI very well. It really needs... It's just got to get worked on, that UI. That UI is savagely... It just slows the thing down. There we go, get rid of the fraps timer. And I can't click it, so I have to turn the UI back on for this. And you might see the fraps thing taking up half the screen for some reason, if you actually saw the fraps counter. Does not like fraps for some reason now. It used to. I used to have the fraps counter on screen at all times. But now it just doesn't like it. So I have to basically F12 until the fraps counter goes away. But I just wanted to show you guys that. I just wanted to show you guys that this game runs fine. It's just the UI. The user interface, for some reason, is so not optimized. And it kind of takes away from the experience, I do have to admit. And you just hit the ground like a sack of bricks. And that was Bavad in the hallway, if you were paying attention, with Moral Paris. He has taken her captive. And if you go over here, you're going to see Captain Thelen ready to kick some ass. He's also carrying a minigun, although he doesn't have it out right now. The last few times he had the minigun out. I guess this time he just wanted to just beat some motherfuckers up. I'm going to go and get this. Oh god, I don't want to turn the user interface on now, because I'm used to how well this is running now. It's heartbreaking to turn it back on. And how much it lags the game. Look at this! It's running so smoothly! I love it! I don't want to turn it back on, but I have to. So let's go ahead. Ugh. And now it's chugging a little bit. It's all the UI. So whenever you see chugging in this game, I just wanted to show you guys that, to let you guys know. Whenever you see chugging like that, it's not my computer's fault. It is the game that's doing it. Look at Gimli over here. Gimli's ready to beat some ass with that thing. I do miss these, like the old style phaser rifles. That's a cool looking phaser rifle you got. That looks like two weapons. That doesn't look specifically like a phaser rifle. But yeah, I miss the old school looking phaser rifles here, although they don't have the scope. They should have the scope on them. Neither here nor there. Happy to see you, Vice Admiral. We could use the help. What happened here? We were ambushed. We were on a routine scientific survey when we were attacked. The Klingons decloaked and started firing without so much as a courtesy hail. We lost shields in the initial barrage. The Klingons boarded us, and since then we've been fighting deck to deck to keep the ship. What's the status of the ship? Once we clean out the Klingons, we'll be okay. Shields and weapons are down, but it won't take much to get them operational. We took the worst hits to our engines. My chief engineer says he'll need at least a day to complete repairs. What did the Klingons want? Those dreaded Klingons made off with my security chief. Maral's ties to the Klingons have always been trouble. Half of them think she's a traitor. The other half thinks she's a savior. And now this bunch thinks she can cure some crazy virus. Before they beamed out, I heard one of them say they were taking her to the right place at the right time. I don't know what they meant by that, but we can't leave Lieutenant Paris in the hands of the Klingons. She's a good officer and a good friend. How can we help? Find those Klingons and rescue Maral. I can give you the frequency of her combat. You should be able to lock onto it and follow the ship that took her. Bring Lieutenant Paris home safe, Vice Admiral. Captain, if the Klingons have Lieutenant Paris, I recommend that the away team returns to the Woglinde immediately. We may be able to catch them before they leave the system. Alright, let's go. Incoming message from the Klingon, sir. Shall I put it on screen? My mission cannot be delayed by miserable Starfleet Toba like you. We will find the secrets hidden in the Kuva Mock's blood and use them for the glory of the Klingons. I give my escorts the honor of destroying you. Pray they send you to Grethor quickly. And he decloaks first, his escort second. I'm just saying, it's kind of a bad idea if you're leaving them to deal with me, considering the fact that I can easily kill you. Although, to be fair, that's not the case when you first play this mission. Sure is now, though. Okay, he's dead. Ah, stupid regenerating health. And you're a Dakota now. You're supposed to be an Excelsior. I just broke the mission a little. I've got a sensor lock on the IKS Baj, sir. It appears that Captain Targan is headed for the gateway system. Depart system. So yes, the Kirk, if you've been watching, has magical shape-shifting powers. In this mission, I've played this mission, like I've said, 3 times trying to record it. The first time, it was a Stargazer. The second time, it was a Cheyenne. This time, it's a Dakota. And when I played this mission on the Triple Test server, it was a Sovereign. It's also been seen as a Star Cruiser in diplomatic orders. Supposedly, it's supposed to be an Excelsior, but, you know, it's hard to tell because this ship never stays the same. They really need to give the appearances of the Kirk a pass with some kind of a... They need to fix it. You know, I don't know what kind of ship this is. It looks like some kind of magically shape-shifting ship, which I suppose could be cool, but it's just weird. Anyways, gateway system. An ancient world littered with the ruins of a vast city more than 2,000 kilometers in diameter. The ruins appear to be more than 1 million years old, although there is evidence that suggests that the civilization on the world was much older. Access to the gateway system is restricted under Starfleet General Order 21. So I'm technically breaking the law by going in here, but whatever. I'm the captain. I know. I'm in the field. I know when to follow the rules and when to break them. Lieutenant Paris' signal is now on the planet. A landing party may have transported to the surface. Captain, this planet is under a Federation quarantine. It is a location of the Guardian of Forever, sir. Sensors are picking up Klingon ships in orbit of the planet. They're arming disruptors. Prepare for combat. We got this.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Wow, that bird of prey took a quantum torpedo like a champ. So do you. Bravo. You're still dead, but I'm suitably impressed. So what do we got? A Katinga? No, that's the Baj, so it's going to be a Vorcha. Wow.
Target's shields have failed.
I remember a time when you fired torpedoes at something 30 levels below you, they would cave in. The area is secure, sir. The away team will transport on your command. Let's get down there, and I'm probably going to disable the UI again. Also, I'm going to do it because this is a fairly cool environment. This is an environment that was introduced in the episode City on the Edge of Forever, which is an episode of Star Trek the Original Series, written by Harland Ellison. And it's actually one of... When you think of, like, the best of Star Trek the Original Series, City on the Edge of Forever is usually one of the first episodes people will list, if not the first. The other one I like to consider would probably be the Doomsday Machine. And you can see it chugging now. Captain, this planet has been under Federation quarantine for more than 150 years, ever since Captain Kirk and the crew of the U.S.S. Enterprise discovered the Guardian of Forever. The Guardian is an ancient artifact that allows those who activate it to travel back in time. As far as we know, its power is limitless. It's very likely that if the Klingons intend to use the portal, they will alter or even destroy the timeline. We must attempt to stop them and rescue Lieutenant Paris before they reach the Guardian. Alright. Turn off the UI. And, yeah, I'll go with the phaser rifle. I like the way the Romulan rifle looks. Gonna have to see if I can get another one, though. So, yeah, this would be chugging a fair bit right now because of the environment and because of the user interface. I'm gonna have to turn it on to collect this stuff, though. So you're gonna see it chug now. And I need to get rid of the Fraps timer. I don't know why, but every time I turn off the UI, it brings the Fraps timer up. Or not, the frame count, I mean, not the timer. It's not really a timer, I just call it that. But yeah, you saw it running fine now, and I'm going to combat roll, and now I'm going to show you it chugging with the UI again. Compare and contrast. See, it's not the computer that I'm running this on. Just like, even though this computer is fairly old, and if you want to see me running things with all the bells and whistles on, go ahead and pop, if you're watching this on Blip, go ahead and bop on over to YouTube and watch my recording of What Lies Beneath, which I recorded for Halloween last year. If you want to see me running things with the bells and whistles on, post-processing, high-quality lighting, bloom, etc., go ahead and watch that. You know, it is the game. It's not the computer. It's this user interface, and it irks. Really, I know I'm going on about this, but it really just does. When I know my computer can run this game, and not only run it, but run it beautifully as well. You know, things like the psychedelic, glitchy mess that post-processing becomes, and I know this is going to sound stupid, but I didn't mean to be too negative there, but it really does. I'm used to running this game and having it look nice, and I can't make it look nice now because of that. I like to present this game looking nicer than I am. But small things like that really hamper, and it really is a rub. When I know my computer can run this, but the game itself, not even like rendering the game itself, but the user interface, the control interface, is what is causing, you know, all my headaches in terms of frame loss and lag. You know, I know this game can run better. I know this game can run beautifully, and it just rubs me the wrong way that I can't do that. You know, or at least I can't do it and know what I'm doing. You know, unless I actually, like, tape a piece of paper to the bottom of my screen with all my keybinds on it so I don't have to actually look at the user interface. Even then, I can't actually see my life bar or my teammates' life bars or my bridge crew, and I can't tell them to use abilities or tell them to go to this specific place, and And here we have Bavad and Moral standing before the Guardian. Your friends have arrived. We must make haste. Moral, don't go through if you don't want to go with them. You don't... Oi. And now, this is one of the first voice bits you come across in the game. And now... Oi, here we go.
I know all. I am my own beginning, my own ending. I was here before your sun burned hot, and I will be here long after.
I was here before your sun burned hot. You seek answers. Who or what are you?
I know all. I am my own beginning, my own ending. I was here before your sun burned hot, and I will be here long after.
That's supremely unhelpful. Who made you?
Seekers in search of a question. Shapers creating a dream. Explorers who believed a universe was too small.
Explorers? God. They've improved the voice acting in the Triple server, so the improvements to this are coming. Why do you always answer questions with riddles?
I answer as simply as your level of understanding makes possible.
It sounds like somebody trying to impersonate someone who's too uptight. What happened to Moral Paris?
The one known as Myral Paris finds her future in the time before her time. She is the Kubah Ma. Her people follow her footsteps before she has made them.
Moral. What will happen if Moral isn't rescued?
Her presence in her past alters the river of time. Those who took the Kubak Ma are conquering before the warriors arrive. They have brought the weapons of your world to a time that will be helpless to resist them. Your reality, your world, your beginning, all that you know is gone.
Gone. I'm sorry. His voice. What must I do?
Bring the future to the past, or lose the present. You will need your vessel to face the challenges ahead. Step through my portal, and it will be returned to you.
City on the Edge of Never complete. Now, everything has been wiped away. This is what I meant by the stakes are higher this time. Everything. Starfleet, the Borg invasion at the Vega colony, everything you've done is gone. Everyone you knew is gone. Right now, your ship and everybody on board it, everybody you didn't bring with you, is gone. They get returned to you once you go through, as the Guardian says. I don't know how. I guess it has some sort of time-shifting magic mojo. Or not magic. It's not magic. It's a piece of technology from an ancient alien race. But it's got some kind of time-shifting, reality-warping mojo that allows it to do it. It actually does something very similar in the fan production New Voyages. If you watch the episode In Harm's Way, which I recommend you do because New Voyages is fantastic. I would also recommend Hidden Frontier. In fact, I recommended Hidden Frontier when I re-recorded Secret Order, so you can go ahead and watch the blip version up on the site if you want to know what Hidden Frontier is all about. But let's go ahead and pick up Past Imperfect. Captain, we don't have time to waste. We should follow them through the portal and try to stop them from damaging our timeline. Acquired mission, Past Imperfect. It literally begins the moment you're done with City on the Edge of Never. And there's a little clip from Generations with Soren, the character played by Malcolm McDowell, waiting to be sucked up by the Nexus. That's one of the cool things. There's the shuttle bay of the original Enterprise. That's one of the cool things about the Guardian in this game, is it actually shows you like pictures from Trek long ago. There's the original Delta Flyer under construction. But let's go ahead and use the Guardian to chase down Bavat. Lima's raring to go. She's ready. Step through the portal and enter the river of time. Time. Echo. Let's go.